Lionel Messi's message to Argentina's supporters after reaching the World Cup semifinals. FIFA's latest reaction to Egypt's defeat against Argentina. Pep Guardiola responds to the criticism aimed at Messi and Argentina following the victory over Switzerland. Before we begin, share your prediction in the comments for the upcoming Argentina vs. England clash. Lionel Messi's message to Argentina's supporters after reaching the World Cup semifinals. Lionel Messi, the captain of Argentina, emphasized that everything the national team has accomplished over the past few years should never be considered ordinary. At the same time, Messi reminded everyone of the importance of appreciating these unforgettable moments before shifting their full attention to the upcoming World Cup semi-final against England. Argentina secured its place among the tournament's final four after earning a hard-fought 3-1 victory over Switzerland. The match required extra time before a winner could finally be decided, following an intense contest in which both teams competed at a remarkably high level. With that victory, La Albiceleste now prepares for a highly anticipated showdown against England, as it continues its mission to defend the World Cup title. Argentina's captain has been producing outstanding performances throughout the 2026 World Cup. Messi has played a decisive role in leading his country to this stage of the competition, scoring 8 goals while providing 2 assists. At the same time, the Argentine legend continues to rewrite records and keep the dreams of Argentina's supporters alive with every performance in the famous blue and white shirt. Lionel Messi's message to Argentina's supporters after reaching the World Cup semifinals. Speaking to the media after the final whistle, Messi said, "It's beautiful to see the fans enjoying everything they're experiencing as well." He then added, "This team has made people become accustomed to things that are actually extraordinary." The Argentine captain continued by speaking about how difficult it is to remain at the highest level. He explained, "It isn't easy to become world champions, to win everything this team has won, and then continue competing while maintaining the same level, reaching the Final Four once again, and earning another place in a World Cup semifinal." So, how are Messi and his teammates preparing for the semifinal against England? The Argentine icon then delivered an important message to the supporters. Messi stressed that every single moment should be cherished, because no one knows whether experiences like these will happen again or when another opportunity might come. He reminded everyone that Argentina had waited many years before becoming world champions once more, making it completely natural for the fans to celebrate these achievements and appreciate their true significance. Messi finished his remarks by explaining the squad's immediate plans before the decisive match. He said, "For now, we're going to rest, recover our energy, and prepare ourselves before returning to compete in the World Cup semi-final against England." FIFA's latest comment on Egypt's defeat against Argentina. Note, the following is a dramatic scripted statement attributed to FIFA for storytelling purposes and is not an official statement issued by FIFA. On Saturday evening, FIFA commented on Egypt's defeat to Argentina in the round of 16 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. According to a statement published on FIFA's official website, Argentina, the reigning world champions, entered the knockout stage as Egypt's opponents. While the balance of experience clearly favored the defending champions, the Pharaohs approached the match with confidence and determination, producing one of their finest performances of the tournament. The statement continued, "While many expected Argentina to control the match from the beginning and quickly establish its superiority, Egypt stunned everyone by opening the scoring through Yasser Ibrahim, whose powerful header found the back of the net and left Argentina's players in complete disbelief." It went on to explain that Egypt's outstanding display continued, as Mustafa Shobar produced a brilliant save to deny Lionel Messi from the penalty spot. That moment was followed by an impressive defensive performance that successfully limited Argentina's attacking threat and prevented the world champions from playing their usual style of football. The statement added, "Egypt's dream moved even closer to becoming reality when Mustafa Zico doubled the advantage early in the second half with a superb strike. At that point, the Pharaohs held a 2-goal lead heading into the closing stages of the match, creating a historic moment, not only for Egypt, but for African football as a whole. They stood only minutes away from completing one of the greatest upsets in World Cup history by eliminating the defending champions. However, as the statement pointed out, World Cup matches are often decided by the smallest details and the most decisive moments. That proved to be the case when Cristiano Romero pulled one goal back for Argentina in the 79th minute. Only 4 minutes later, Lionel Messi equalized to bring the defending champions level. Then, in the 3rd minute of stoppage time, Enzo Fernandez completed Argentina's remarkable comeback by scoring the winning goal, sealing a dramatic 3-2 victory and bringing Egypt's unforgettable World Cup journey to an end. The statement continued. Egypt's players walked off the field with understandable disappointment, but they also earned the admiration and respect of football fans around the world, pushing the defending champions to the limit and forcing them to recover from a 2-goal deficit in the final minutes, demonstrated the tremendous progress achieved by this generation of Egyptian players. It also stated that Egypt's performance at the 2026 World Cup should not be judged simply by the number of matches played or the goals scored, but by the lasting impression the team left throughout the competition. The statement emphasized that this tournament will always be remembered as the edition in which the Pharaohs recorded their first World Cup victory, reached the knockout stage for the very first time, and proved they are capable of competing on equal terms with the strongest national teams in the world. FIFA's statement went on to say, although Egypt's journey ended in the round of 16, what the team accomplished extended far beyond the final result. After decades of searching for a truly historic breakthrough, the Pharaohs finally experienced the tournament that transformed their image on football's biggest stage. The statement concluded, at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, Egypt did far more than simply write another chapter in its football history. The team created a legacy that will remain alive in the memory of Egyptian football and left behind a story that will inspire every future generation to believe that what seems impossible today can become the foundation of an even greater achievement tomorrow. Pep Guardiola responds to the criticism aimed at Messi and Argentina following the victory over Switzerland. Note, the following is a fictional first-person monologue written for storytelling purposes and is not an actual statement made by Pep Guardiola. Today, I want to address something that has been repeated throughout this World Cup. Some people may disagree with what I'm about to say, but I believe it's important to speak honestly. Every time Argentina progresses in this tournament, the same accusations return. People claim the referees are helping them. Others insist everything is being arranged so Messi can succeed. To me, that raises one simple question. Has Lionel Messi ever needed anyone to carry him? We're talking about a player who has built his career through talent, intelligence, hard work, and extraordinary consistency. His achievements at the World Cup speak for themselves. More than 20 goals, over 10 assists, and the record for creating the most goals in the history of this competition. He also received the highest player rating among everyone who appeared in the quarterfinals. Those accomplishments weren't handed to him by officials or outside influences. They were earned on the pitch, under the eyes of millions of people, watching every touch, every pass, and every decision. I've known Messi since he was a young player at Barcelona, long before he became the global icon everyone recognizes today. I watched him grow, improve, and overcome every challenge that came his way. Because of that experience, I can say with complete confidence that he has never relied on favors from anyone. At 20 years old, he didn't need them. At 30, he still didn't need them. And now, at 39, he continues deciding matches through his own ability, his football intelligence, and his determination. If we focus specifically on the match against Switzerland, I completely understand the disappointment felt by the Swiss players and supporters. Losing such an important match, after fighting with everything you have, is painful. I'm also not suggesting that every refereeing decision is always perfect. Football has never worked that way, and mistakes will always exist, regardless of how much technology improves. However, there's a huge difference between discussing individual refereeing decisions and turning every Argentine victory into a conspiracy theory. Those are two completely different conversations. From what I watched, Argentina advanced because its captain, once again, produced an extraordinary performance. The team has already scored 17 goals in this tournament, more than it managed during the entire World Cup campaign that previously ended with the title. Messi has been central to that success, scoring goals, creating opportunities, leading the attack, and inspiring everyone around him. So, I ask those who continue trying to diminish his achievements. What exactly are you trying to prove? Are you denying that he's one of the greatest footballers the game has ever seen? Are you ignoring what he's still capable of producing at 39 years of age against opponents much younger than him? Or are you simply refusing to accept what the entire football world is witnessing? Deep down, I believe many of those critics already know the answer. Messi's legacy is far greater than the noise surrounding him. The louder the criticism becomes, the more it reflects the extraordinary level he has reached. Throughout football history, whenever someone performs beyond what most people believe is possible, there will always be those searching for explanations instead of simply accepting greatness. I've seen this happen throughout my career as both a player and a coach. Exceptional individuals often become targets because accepting true excellence is much more difficult than inventing theories to explain it away. Yet greatness doesn't require permission or approval. It simply continues to exist. Messi's career has been built over more than 2 decades through performances that everyone has witnessed. Every goal, every decisive assist, every trophy, and every unforgettable moment has been achieved on football's biggest stages. No campaign of criticism can erase everything he has accomplished or reduce the value of what he has given to this sport. There's another point that deserves attention. People who constantly speak about refereeing assistance often forget everything Messi has endured throughout his career. He has faced relentless marking, aggressive challenges, difficult decisions, and injuries that would have stopped many other players. Even so, he continued competing at the highest level year after year. To those who spend their time searching for reasons to criticize him, I'd simply say this: your opinions don't diminish Messi in any way. He doesn't need defending, and he certainly doesn't shape his career around criticism. The only people losing something are those who refuse to appreciate one of football's greatest talents while they still have the opportunity to watch him perform. Football doesn't produce players like Messi every generation. Watching someone with his ability is a privilege, and one day, many people will realize they spent too much time looking for controversy instead of appreciating history as it unfolded before them. I also believe Argentina's players deserve far more credit than they sometimes receive. Of course, the team depends heavily on Messi, and discussing that influence is perfectly reasonable. But dismissing the efforts of every other player simply to undermine Messi's achievements is unfair. This squad has fought with commitment, earned its place in the semifinals, and deserves the same respect given to every team that reaches this stage of the tournament. Finally, I'll speak from my own experience as a coach. Whenever you prepare to face a team with Lionel Messi, you understand that one single moment can destroy everything you've planned. Very few players in football history have possessed that kind of influence over a match. That's why Argentina often appears capable of changing games in an instant. It's not because of refereeing decisions. It's because they have a player who can transform the course of a match with one touch of the ball. I'll finish with one final thought. If someone watches Messi and only sees conspiracies, perhaps the problem isn't with Messi at all. Those who watch him and recognize genuine greatness understand what football truly is. Messi has never waited for anyone to help him succeed. Instead, he has spent his entire career making football more beautiful for everyone who loves the game. Long after the arguments and controversies disappear, that's what history will remember.